What's going on, you guys? In today's video, I'll be showing you how to save thousands of dollars every single year by just knowing how to cut your own hair. This is gonna be a 4-part video. So in today's video, I'm gonna walk you guys through on how to do a mid fade from scratch. Video 2 is gonna be a high taper. Video 3 is gonna be a low taper, and video 4 is gonna be a burst fade. So expect me to upload a self haircut video every 10 to 14 days. Everything you need to know about being able to save money, being able to do 4 different types of haircuts will be found in this video. And I'm just asking you guys for one thing. Give me suggestions on tools to use for the next video. In today's video, I'm gonna be using my tools. They might be a little bit expensive for you guys. So if you guys give me some suggestions on cheaper tools to use for video 2, video 3, and video 4, I'm gonna give those tools that you guys suggest at the end of video 4. So leave a like, subscribe for more content, and let's begin the self haircut. All right, so for starters, we are gonna choose a trimmer, any trimmer that you guys have. Our mid fade that we're gonna do is we're gonna do a mid fade with no hooks. What no hooks means is right here, this is the C cup area. We're gonna basically eliminate this whole part, and the beginning of any fade, guys, with no hooks is gonna be here at the temple peak area. So the cool thing about these mirrors, guys, is I recommend you guys getting a 360. But this is a tripod one, so I can move it around a little bit. And right here in the back of the head, this is my occipital bone here. I'm gonna probably connect it a tiny bit lower than my occipital bone, about a finger below, and we're gonna align it with here, both sides here. So that's first step. That's gonna be your first step. If you do have a lot of hair, I would recommend going in with the 3 first to debulk, but since I don't have that much hair on the side, I'm gonna just go in with the trimmer, which is here with my saber trimmer. So let's begin. This is a 3. I'll be explaining to you guys what this is, this lever right here. So in here is closed. So all the way up, it means that it's in the sharpest position. The blades of the machine move, so this makes 3 guard. When we open the lever, it gets less sharp. So all the way in this position, it means that it's open. So if you attach a 3 and you have the lever open, it makes it 3.5. So that's what blending is literally going from sharpest to less sharp and knowing how to work every single number. So here, I'm gonna use a 3 guard to debulk and create the foundation of our fade. So all that we're doing right now is basically just creating guidelines. So let's attach the 3, turn on our clipper, and let's get to work. All right, so you guys can see we have our foundation set. The 3 guard is set. Now we can set a crispy guideline with the lever open. This is no guard, lever open. This is the same thing as a half, but don't confuse this as a half guard. So we're gonna open up the lever. We're gonna go a finger above, and it just has to match this guideline that you set below. Make sure that it matches. All right, so we have our lever open and our 3 guard that we set. Don't panic yet. Don't panic. All that we have to do next is get rid of this bulk that we left at the bottom. That's all. All right, so this guideline right here, I'm gonna demonstrate how to blend it out step by step. We're gonna run through a method called open to closed, which means we're gonna gradually work our way lower into the guideline to blend this line out. So I'm gonna only focus here in this zone of the head. Once I'm done blending this line out completely, then I'm gonna move the top of the ear to the back of the head. So literally a 2-step process on how to blend out the line. So we'll go step by step. Everything that I do on this side, just repeat it on the other side as well. Lever open. We have successfully blended that line out. We're gonna attach our 1.5 with the lever closed. We're just gonna go a finger above the line again. So let's keep working in steps. Don't move on to the next step until your last guideline is completely blended. So here we're gonna go up again. Since I am working with curly hair, my hair is a lot different. So I will cut it a lot different than if it were straight hair. So this step could be pretty tricky if we're not careful. So here, you guys see this line right here. That's the 1.5 lever closed. This is gonna be a 2-step process. It's gonna require our 1 guard and our half guard. So simply, we're gonna go with the lever closed and we're gonna baby tap the line right here and slowly open up the lever, work up into the line until it stops here. Then we're gonna attach our half guard and do the same thing, but with the half guard, we're not gonna go as high. And I'll demonstrate really quick. So first, this is just the softening part of the step. We're gonna soften it. It's not gonna fully erase it, and we're gonna blend it with the half guard. Half guard now. You guys can see the line that's still kept from the 1 guard. The goal is just to literally just lever play, which lever play just means we can go higher as we open, which is less sharp, and we can close it and go lower. So depending on how the hair blends is how we're gonna play with the lever. So this step is using the 0.5 to blend out the 1 guard lever open using lever play. So once we have completed that step, you should have a little bit of bulk here left from the 3. What we're gonna do is going with the 2 guard lever open. The same thing again, set a 1 finger guideline, we're gonna close it, and then we're gonna use the 1.5 guard now to finish off our blend. So the 0.5 and the 1.5 are just to bridge the gaps in between the 1 guard and the 2 guard. So let's begin. 1.5, we're gonna lever play with the 1.5 now. All right, so we didn't shave, so I don't recommend you guys to shave first, especially if you guys are beginners, but we're gonna lightly shave. We're not gonna aim for such a hard line with these shavers, and we're just gonna take it. You guys have to remember, our guideline was from here from the start. So if it starts here, I wanna make sure that if this is a finger, we're only gonna shave half of this finger. So if this measures an inch, we're gonna go only up half an inch with the shaver. Little side tip, if this leaves a really hard line, it just means that you guys didn't go hard enough, or you guys didn't clean up that trimmer line enough. There's a little bit of stubble. So be very careful when you guys do the step, because you guys can literally mess up your whole fade by not shaving correctly. So if you guys see how I'm shaving, there's really not much hard lines being made. You know, if there is, I'm gonna go back and clean it up with the trimmer. All right, so we're gonna start the beard trim with a 1 guard lever open. In my opinion, everybody that has a beard can do a beard fade with the 1 guard lever open. That's the only reason why I'm chopping down my beard this short. Essentially, I like the length like with a 3 or a 2.5, but for you guys, I'm gonna trim my beard down and we're gonna start this beard from scratch. So hopefully by video number 4, I'll have a fully grown beard and you guys can see how I maintain it. But for now, let's just go ahead and start trimming. We're gonna use the 1 guard lever open. This makes the 1.5. All right, so to start the beard blend first, we're gonna make a 0 line right here with the lever closed. Now with the lever open, I'm gonna go a finger above that line. I'm gonna start slowly closing it. I'm gonna go higher and higher. And by higher, I mean closer to this, to the sideburn area. Where we left off with the lever open, we're gonna go now with the 1/2 guard and go a finger above. The great thing about having a 1 guard on the beard, 1 guard lever open, is that it's just 2 steps. All right, to start the lineup process, you guys can do many different things. My goal is gonna be to just keep my beard as thick as possible. I don't wanna be touching it up every single week. So we're gonna start here in the center. So I wanna keep my head sort of, we don't wanna do this because it's gonna stretch the skin too much. I wanna put my head at a decent position right here. I'm gonna make my first reference point right here in the center. we have that basically done. I want to now look at myself from the side, and I want to connect this with my vertical line bars on the side. You guys can dig into it more if you guys want, but I personally like my beard to be a little bit on the thicker side. Now, once we line this up right here, I can now see a connection point. Now let's get the mustache. All right, so you guys will need a razor holder and also a blade. Easily here, it has little holes on the side. It's very self-explanatory. You just literally put it there on the holes. You get the other part of the blade to go in. Then here, you just lock it in place. That's how you basically put the blade inside the razor holder. How we're gonna get a crispy lineup here is first we're gonna start here at the top. And on the other side as well. Next, the second reference point will be here at the top. I'm gonna start from my skin. All right, so to style my hair, I'm gonna just wet it. Again, I have fairly curly hair, so I'm just gonna make sure it's damped, saturated, and I'm gonna apply some 4-hair curl cream. So this is not released yet. This is just a prototype, but I think this product is amazing for my hair and for all curly hair textures. So it's a cream. I'm literally gonna wet my hair now. I'm gonna just go like this and start scrunching. I think what I like about this product is that once you apply it, like my hair was already had the product before. All you have to do to activate the product is just to re-wet it. So it would have been okay for me to just re-wet it and my hair would have been fine. But I just wanted to demonstrate how to really use this product. Hopefully I'll have enough product to disperse to you guys soon. 4Hair is also ran by the Fourth Kent, or if you guys aren't subscribed to his channel, he has like 500,000 subs. He works with me in the School of Barbering. And I'm not just saying that just because he's my business partner. I genuinely do need this product because I've been using Cantu for such a long time, but I feel like that's like giving me like hair loss problems. I'm not even gonna lie. I love this product when it dries out my hair though. It looks good wet, but I like it better when it's dry. All right, you guys, this was a mid-fade with no hooks, step-by-step tutorial. If you guys enjoyed the content, let me know in the comment section. Sub for more videos. Again, this is a 4-part series. Next time around, we're gonna be doing a high taper, low taper, then burst fade. So stick around, guys, give me some feedback. Again, comment section if you guys want me to use certain products. Cheap products, expensive products, whatever. If you guys don't participate, I'm just gonna pick my own tools, or I'll pick whomever participates in the comment section. So that's all I got for you guys today. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.